Hi, I'm Bianca. Today's story is about Sara, a single mother who couldn't afford English lessons for her daughter. But instead of giving up, she decided to learn English herself. She had no money, no teacher, just a notebook, a phone, and a promise. Let's begin. Sara was a single mother. She lived with her 10-year-old daughter Lena in a small apartment in a non-English speaking country. Every morning, Sara left early and worked long hours at a sewing factory. Her hands were tired, her back ached, but she never complained. Money was always tight. They counted every coin. Some days they had only bread and tea. But Sara was proud. She worked hard, and Lena never went to bed hungry. More than anything, she wanted her daughter to have a better future. "Study hard, Lena," she always said. "Education is the key to a better life." One afternoon, Sara got a call from Lena's school. "Please come in tomorrow morning," the teacher said. That night, Sara lay in bed staring at the ceiling. What if something's wrong? What if I can't fix it? The next day, the teacher met her in the school office. "Lena is a lovely and hard-working girl," she said, "but her English is very weak. If she doesn't improve soon, she might not pass this year." Sara's heart sank. She knew how important English was, for school, for work, for life. But she also knew one more thing: she couldn't afford a private tutor. The teacher suggested extra lessons. They cost over $100 a month. Sara smiled and nodded politely, but inside she felt helpless. That evening, after Lena went to bed, Sara sat alone at the kitchen table. She opened her small notebook where she tracked every coin. There was no room in the budget. She looked at Lena's school books and whispered, "If I can't hire a tutor, I'll become one." Years ago, she had learned a little English in school, but she had forgotten almost everything. Still, she had one powerful reason to start again: her daughter. The next morning, Sara woke up an hour earlier than usual. While the house was quiet, she opened her phone and searched "English for Beginners." "Learn English at home." "Simple grammar in English." She found slow, clear videos with subtitles. She paused, repeated, and took notes. She wrote short phrases on sticky notes and placed them around the apartment. On the mirror, "Good morning." On the door, "Let's go." On the fridge, "I'm hungry." While cooking, she spoke to herself in English. "This is rice. I cut the tomato. I'm cleaning the table." She even recorded herself reading aloud and listened while washing clothes or walking to work. Every night, after Lena finished her homework, they studied together. Sara made learning fun. They watched cartoons in English. They sang simple songs. Sara asked playful questions. "What color is this?" "Where's the cat?" Lena laughed, and so did she. Sara used every spare moment to learn. On the bus, in the kitchen, even while waiting in line, day by day, word by word, she was improving. One afternoon, Lena came home smiling. "Mama, I got 80% on my English test." Sara hugged her tight and whispered, "I'm so proud of you. Hooray, we did this together." By the end of the school year, Lena passed all her subjects, including English. Sara kept learning too. She even started helping other children in the neighborhood, just for free. One neighbor asked, "Where did you learn English?" Sara smiled and said, "At home, late at night, with love, coffee, and subtitles." You don't need money to learn. You need love, motivation, and the courage to begin. Thank you for listening to Learn English with Bianca. If you feel like Sara, remember, you don't need perfect grammar. You just need a reason and the courage to start. Subscribe for more real-life stories that help you learn English one sentence at a time. I'm Bianca, and I'll see you in the next story.